everybody. It's Katie Speaks here, and I'm here to review Ladies Who List Atlanta, Episode 5, Reunited, sort of. The episode begins with Kira and Robin at Tiffany's opening party. And Robin has to set the record straight with Kira. Like, Kira, what's really going on? So they chop it up a little bit. Um, and they finally come to an agreement. Robin is like, look, what's the issue here? And Kira's like, well, you unfollowed me off of Instagram. And we see Robin go to the confessional. She was like, look, I'm a woman of a certain age. And to be honest with you, what's an unfollow? So we go back to the scene and we see that Robin explains to her, yeah, I unfollowed you, but I didn't know what that means. I had to ask one of my children what that means. Girl, please. Come on, what are we doing here? So they agreed to squash the beef. And Kira was like, I'm going to let her have it since I know, she's of a age. So they agree that they're going to just squash this little issue because it's really a non-issue. To be honest with you, Robin is hitting 50 if she's not 50 yet. And, social media doesn't have the sort of weight that it holds with people of Kira's age, who's like 28. So, like, even with my age, I don't know what that means, and nor do I care. Next, moving on. The next thing that happens, Crystal visits with her dad. Crystal, who's a closing attorney, has her dad come into town. Dad is like, hey, what's going on with you? And she's like, well, Dad, I'm just, I'm here, I'm doing things. She kind of explains to him what's going on with the girls in the group and talks about Robin a little bit. And basically she asked her dad, it was a cute little scene, Dad seems to be, a very loving guy. Definitely dotes on his daughter. So, Crystal lets us know, the viewing audience know that, her dad owns a lot of properties. Well, he has bought a lot of properties. So she asked her dad, Dad, how many of those properties has mortgages? And he was like, none. Look at me, girl, please. Everything is paid for. Everything paid for. No mortgage, nowhere. So we leave them. It was cute to see her with her dad. She talks very lovingly about her family. And so we get to meet one of them. And it was a really cute scene. Next thing up, we see Tiana. She is one of those luxury listing people around Atlanta. And she's showing an ex-NFL player a $2.9 million home. It was gorgeous. Probably in a rich area of Atlanta. And the cutest thing about this scene, we see the NFL player say, I always wanted a house in this area. I used to go to school not too far from here. And I always wish one day that I'd be able to actually own something in this area. I'd be able to live over here. So we get to view the home. The home is absolutely gorgeous. I believe it was 6 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms, $2.9 million home. The most fascinating thing about this home, it was designed by a black female architect. She actually did the interior design on it. It was a little dark, they used a lot of dark wood in the home, but it was absolutely gorgeous. So we really love to see it. And in that scene, it seems like that the NFL player, although he loved the home, he just didn't think it was worth the $2.9 million that the seller was asking for. So he decided to pass on it. We see in a later scene. What else happens in this episode? Robin also shows a home. So she shows a $1.3 million man cave loft. And baby, when she rings a doorbell to the apartment, she's meeting up with the actual seller. He opens up the door, and I mean, all that femininity from Robin just starts pouring through. We normally see her, she's really aggressive with the ladies, but with the men, I totally see why she's a top seller in this area, in this market, because she definitely knows how to throw on the charm. Baby, she was swishing around there and putting all the extra on and speaking with a really soft voice. So you could tell the guy was feeling it. They've known each other for quite some time. And it was obvious that they had some sort of business relationship. So it was really cute. The property was absolutely gorgeous. It was 3 floors. It was a loft, definitely. He put a lot of improvements in the home. Um, it was gorgeous. They actually had a rooftop area, outdoor seating area. I mean, gorgeous. You could overlook the city. He had uh, all types of, just really fine materials in the home that was used. It was very modern, a lot of clean lines, not too filled with all sorts of ornaments and furniture, whatever. It really looked like a man cave. Big leather sofas, even one in the bedroom. He had it custom built for the bedroom. It looked, I don't know if it would have been for me, but for a definite man who wanted to, take part in something like that, it was a really unique addition to the home. So I really liked that. It was beautiful. Who else do we see in this episode? It was a cute episode, but not a lot happened. We get to see Quiana and her husband. She's another luxury listing. She's an actual broker. She established her own brokerage a year ago, or yeah, it was about a year ago. And she let us know a little bit of her background. She wanted to hold off on having children after being married. She's been with her husband for a really long time, but she decided to hold off once she actually established her own brokerage. So then she decided to, she was going to go move forward with having a family, which was very interesting. Her husband, she's 39, her husband's 42, and he has a daughter who's grown, but, they wanted to establish their own family together. And with most women, her age, she was really concerned about the ability to actually be able to give birth to a baby. So it seems like previously, before they started the show or whatever, right after she established her business, she actually went through the process of in vitro fertilization, IVF. They started that process, which can be really challenging for some couples. She went through with it, and it seemed like the I don't know, the firm, or I guess that's what you would call it, that she went with actually had some mishaps with her husband's sperm. Like they couldn't find it. So she was like, absolutely not. They canceled everything that they had going on with that company, and she was looking to find a different doctor and a different firm to actually handle this process for her. She let us know that she was able to recoup all of her money, which is a great thing, but how can you trust your womb to an IVF, place, and they're mishandling all y'all bodily fluids? Come on now, what kind of foolishness is that? So anyway, we see Tiana meet up with the actual fertility doctor, and the doctor is letting her know all about the risk of having a pregnancy at her age of 39. She let us know that, after the age of 35, any pregnancy that you would have was considered a geriatric pregnancy. So it comes with all sorts of risks for mom and baby that she wanted the couple to be aware of. So Quiana is listening to that. Her husband is really, into it. He seems to be a very supportive guy. So she definitely did a great job with choosing her partner and mate in life. So one thing about Quiana is definitely, she has it all together. So I really like the fact that, she's very intentional about how she wants this process to go. And she's actually looking forward to the process, getting informed about what's needed in order to be successful throughout this process. So it's very interesting. The doctor let her know that some of the specific challenges that she may face is having a child with a chromosomal abnormality, with, like Down syndrome and that sort of thing. And Quiana was like, whatever the risk, she's ready to go through with it. So her and her husband seem to, they're moving forward with making informed decisions about how they're going to go forth with starting their family. So that was a good little scene to watch. Very informative. One thing I love about this show, not only do we get to see absolutely gorgeous properties and gorgeous people who are actually selling these homes, these women are very knowledgeable. They seem to have it all together. Really good role models for TV. I love it. I absolutely love this show. Um, so as we move forward in the episode, we get to see Quiana at work. So she's having a staff meeting with her realtors at her brokerage firm, and she lets them know that they're one of the hottest brokerages in Atlanta. So in order to celebrate their first year in business, she wants to throw a huge soiree. And it's formal dress. She wants them to be in cocktail attire. She's like, leave the suits at home, baby. Cocktail dresses. Y'all better come with it, okay? So the ladies, they were really excited. So she invites the other group, the girls who are chronicled on the show, Tiffany, Crystal, all those other folks. So she invites them to the Waldorf Astoria, which is a really, really swank hotel where she's going to hold this event. She invites Robin, and the next scene, we're at the party. So everyone looks beautiful. They have wonderful cocktail dresses on. Everybody's looking nice, smelling good. You could tell they wearing their Dior, Chanel perfume. You could tell they just got it going on, right? But she asked Robin, look, since you still beefed out with Crystal, I'm going to need you to hold off on any beef that you got going on because this is a classy-based event, and we intend to keep it classy, not showing all that assy, okay? So Crystal was like, no, I'm going to talk to her. But it ain't going to be like that. I always come with a classy beef. So Quiana was like, okay. But just, this is definitely an event. I'm here to celebrate, an achievement that I've made. I don't want you guys to ruin it. So, as the ladies are mulling around, they're talking amongst themselves. We see Crystal enter the party. Crystal enters the party, and Robin is kind of standing there talking. And to the person she's talking to, she's like, "That's her booty on mine. She right behind me." So she turns around, and she's like, "Crystal, we need to talk." So they move over to a more quiet space, and she's like, "Crystal, where you been? Why you ain't called me?" And Crystal was like, "You blocked me." And she was like, Robin was like, "I didn't block you on the phone." So apparently she must have blocked her on social media something. I don't know. There was it was pretty clear that Robin did something why she couldn't contact her. But she definitely wanted Crystal to contact by phone. And only right, because these two called themselves best friends. So why aren't they talking to one another? Crystal lets us know that she hadn't heard from, Robin lets us know that she hadn't heard from Crystal in 21 days. So the actual last time she had talked to Crystal was right after the big blow up she had when she was introducing the group to her idea. And Crystal really didn't have a response. She was like, well, you could have called me, and they're going this tit for tat thing. And then the scene kind of closes. It's the end of the show. And we could tell it's going to pick up next week to see what the actual resolution of that conversation was. But y'all, this episode was pretty good. It wasn't any fantastic drama that happened. We could tell it's going to ramp up for the next show. One thing I love, and I'm going to keep harping on it, y'all did a wonderful job with casting the people on this show. All of the ladies, they're just inspirational to watch. They're doing their thing in this area of industry in the real estate market. They're doing very, very well. They come with it. They're polished. They definitely have clients that we love to see, exposing us to black architects, black female architects, people who have money, and it's just inspiring to see so many black people doing so many great things. So that is the end of this review. Please like, comment, subscribe, because I need to get my followers up. I need to get this thing going and smoking and rolling so I can come to you all with more and more and more reviews. I absolutely love it. I'll be back to review episode 6 in the next coming days. But that's all I got for y'all. Just like, comment, subscribe, holla at your girl. Peace.